We have a huge number of international students residing in BC and across Canada. As far as I'm concerned, there are big consumers of lots of luxury items, including luxury cars, expensive items. And some of them use their parents' credit cards so that their parents can pay them off when accounts become due. But some students can apply for a Canadian credit card. Most of the financial institutions approve them because they benefit from their usage. However, there are some phenomena, some problems with the credit card usage for international students. Some may just leave the country for good, leave the credit card debts behind. There are always some issues with the breach of a contract or enforcement of a contract. It's very difficult to track them down and sue them in a foreign country. There are three common areas that we have a problem. First is the leasing car companies. The second is the tenancy issues with the landlord. Another issue is with cellular phone companies. Some students are under the contract by paying off their balance, but some may not. They may just choose to go home to the home country without paying off their balance. Another situation where tenancy dispute with the landlord, I have a situation where I represent a landlord who trying to sue an international student who left the country and left the apartment in a big mess. The international student got drunk at one time and set fire to the apartment, which resulted in huge loss and damage to the landlord. In terms of the legal process, it's a little bit complicated here because the students left the country. Sometimes they're nowhere to be found. If this is the case, we usually start a legal process here in BC seeking a default judgment against the persons who breached the contract. And then we have to track them down in a foreign jurisdiction and then hire a lawyer there in the local jurisdiction to enforce our BC court judgment or sue anew in a foreign jurisdiction. Sometimes it's not just cost-effective to sue the person in a foreign jurisdiction. In this type of situation, dealing with the enforcement of a contract with the non-resident or temporary resident, it's most advisable to seek disclosure of the home contact information. In most of the cases, it is advisable, it's possible, to ask the parents to act as a guarantor.